Team, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another segment of MRC TV. I'm your host, Hector Gazar. Guys, this is step 4 of step 6 on how to become a successful agent here at MRC. What we're going to cover right now on this step is very crucial. It's how to run illustrations with LSW. We already covered on the last couple segments. When you get appointed, you'll get a CD from National Life Group, if you can see that. And this is the illustration software CD that they send you. So once you're appointed, they'll send you this disc, upload it to your PC, desktop, so you're able to run illustrations. Once you got a client, you find the perfect candidate that wants permanent insurance or term insurance, you're going to need to know how to run the software, okay, to give them accurate information and accurate quotes. On this illustration, we're only going to cover permanent insurance. Term insurance is very simple, guys. It's 10, 30, 15, 25. That's very simple. We're going to cover how to illustrate a permanent plan. Okay, guys, with National Life Group, better known as LSW. So let's go ahead and get right into the training. How to run an illustration with National Life Group, LSW. We're going to cover just some basic illustration design, guys. Okay, so when you open up your software program, you're going to see a couple different things on the software program. First thing we're going to go to is the top left corner where you cover concept. Basic illustration, you're going to go down to issue state. Remember, we can do insurance in many different states. Make sure that you have the appropriate state that you're trying to do business in. Insurance company is always going to be Life of Southwest. And your product type. Make sure you're putting the right product. You're not putting term and trying to quote a permanent plan. Okay? Once you got that, what we're going to illustrate today is a permanent plan. So you want to go to Flex Life, IUL. And now you want to go ahead and start inputting the client's information. We're just going to use, like I said, basic insured information. You always want to put the insured name because you can always email these out to your clients or your potential prospects. Put insured's name. For example, I put mine, Hector Gazar, sex, male, age, 33, rate class, preferred non-tobacco, rated, no, pension underwriting, no, excluded policy fee, no. Guys, this is going down the basics of just filling out the illustration, okay? The second part of the insured information, you want to be able to put in the face amount design, example for adults. Solve for face amount, you want to hit target premium. The death benefit option should be level A, keep it level. It's going to ask you option change in year, put no. Guys, if you guys want to become a very good expert and know how to do an illustration, you can do a lot of different things with these illustrations. That's why it's very important to be on the Tuesday webinars with Ron Petrinovich so you can become an expert at these illustrations. This is just basic coverage on how to turn on the system and run a few easy quotes, okay? Again, you can do a lot of crazy stuff with these illustrations and you can become an expert, but to become an expert, you need to be on those webinars with Ron Petrinovich every single week, guys, until you feel comfortable with the product. Where it says insured information, part 2, the face amount design, example for children, 0 to 18. You'll put software face amount. Now right here you're going to change it. You're going to put minimum death benefit, max cash value. This is when we're going to put a college fund together for a newborn baby or child that's relatively young in age, still 3, 4, 5 years of age. The death benefit option on this program is going to be level B, increasing. Okay, that's going to allow us to keep the lowest death benefit, and so that the most of the cash is accumulating and building, compounding interest in that policy, so that you have a good amount to supplement college fund or whatever you may need in the future. Option change year, you're going to put no change, keep it the same. Illustration input riders, this is going to be the second box on the left-hand side. If the insured wants accident, death benefit, or child riders, or additional riders, you may do so by changing any on this page. Usually adults, when they get a permanent plan, they may choose to elect term insurance riders for their kids. In the state of California, the maximum coverage is $10,000. That's just, God forbid, something happens, tragedy, that there's going to be some money away for burial expenses, okay? LSW does not offer a spousal rider because of the living benefits. If we're trying to add the wife onto the husband's policy, we're going to run a policy separate for the wife. Okay, we want to keep that separate in case they get sick. Whoever gets sick, they have the living benefits to activate, the ABRs to activate. And if you have any questions on the illustration, guys, as you hover over to the left, every keyword will turn red. Click on that, and a little description will describe what that part of the illustration is. Okay, to learn more about the riders or any part of the illustration, spend a good day on this. This is your business. This is your new career. You want to know how to run these illustrations like an expert. Spend a good day on them. Use yourselves, use your family, use your own family and loved ones as examples, and just play with the numbers, guys. Under chronic and critical illness, the first ABR summary, the age should be changed to 2 years after the insured's current age, so that we have the ABR activated, so that a client that's applying for insurance at age 40, by the age of 42, they have a heart attack, stroke, or cancer, they're able to activate and get that full death benefit paid out to them if one of these incidents did occur to them or their family. Illustration input on the premium distribution side. Premium information, payment mode most commonly used always is check-o-matic. This is an automatic monthly draft from your banking institution. Most of the time the carriers, I mean, if you could get the policy paid up for the whole year, that's great. These carriers do not like when clients are paying by cashier's check or money orders, so make sure that your client has an established bank account so they're able to draft this premium out of one of the day of the months that they choose every single month. Premium options on the illustration, you're always going to put a named payment. Of course, guys, there's a bunch of different options. To know what all those little options are, hover to the left, click on the button, and it'll tell you exactly what all those little different options are. Premium amount is the monthly budget that your client can afford to pay into the policy on a monthly basis. Pay to the age is usually between 25 and 30 years. Remember, this is a permanent life insurance plan. This is long-term. If you're also trying to build cash value within the policy, it's a long-term plan. You got to have it for 25 to 30 years paying into the policy to make it really attractive. We don't want to be insurance agents that are just selling permanent life insurance policies and not enough cash value is going to those policies where they're actually doing not doing a service to the client. Okay, if you're not putting enough money into the permanent plan, maybe you should start off with something that's more affordable, like term insurance. You got to be able to afford this plan on a consistent basis for 25 to 30 years. We compare it like baking a cake. If you allow the cake to sit there in enough time, you can take it out. It looks all good. It's all rise and it's fluffy. If you take out the cake out a little too early, it's going to come out lopsided and flat. That's exactly the same thing that happens with your retirement plan. Make sure that your client is able to afford that monthly budget of $150 to $200 a month and maintain that policy for the next 25 to 30 years, so that when we turn on that income stream, they have a decent income stream to retire on and to retire with dignity. This is going to help supplement their Social Security income, any IRA or 401k retirement income streams that they may already have in place. Definition of life insurance test. You can always leave it at GPT, guideline premium test. This is so that the policy doesn't mech. Again, we're not going to get into all these little definitions. Go to your illustration, hover on the words, click on it, learn it. It's all right there on the illustration software. Become an expert, your business, take control of it, take responsibility for it. Lump sum, 1035 exchange. You're only going to put yes only if you're transferring money from another account or doing a big deposit. Example, maybe like $10,000. Or maybe you have another life insurance policy with another carrier that doesn't offer living benefits, and you had that for 10 years, and you have $10,000 in that policy. A client doesn't want to cancel out that policy and risk the opportunity of losing all that money. A 1035 exchange is very simple. They bring in the money, and they exchange it, and they roll it over, and it's like you didn't lose any money. Okay? Illustration input, premium distribution. Same information, income. A client that is young of age 60 and wants permanent life insurance, okay? If they don't want the guaranteed income, that must mean that they're in their older years. They just need a permanent life insurance plan. They don't care about the guaranteed income. They already have investment properties. They already got IRAs and 401ks. They're doing very well for themselves. But maybe they just want to cover their estate taxes, or maybe leave a bigger nest egg for their grandchildren. This is the only time when you would put no on the income if the client's a little bit too old to have their money grow and contribute for the next 25 to 30 years. Income, you're going to hit yes. We're all looking to supplement our income in our golden years. If we don't get sick and we do not activate any of the ABRs, then we have a guaranteed income that we could turn on, and that money is gonna get transferred to your family every single year, tax-free. For example, a client looking for extra income stream for retirement. You know, Social Security may be there for you, may not be there for you. It's up to you. Income start age, change, add 30 years until the insurer's age. We want to make sure the new retirement age is 70, guys. Okay, it is what it is. So if you have a client that's 45, 50, just say, hey, we're going to keep putting money into this policy until the age of 70, and we'll turn it on. If your client is healthy, he says, you know what, I'm probably not going to retire at age 70, then push the policy out to age 75. It's flexible. Okay, work the numbers with your clients. Make sure you and your clients are making the most sound decision for that family. Your distribution code is going to be loans only. Okay, again, this is when you start taking out money out of the policy. That's all about. You can take money out of the policy like a 401k, and the beauty thing about a permanent plan when you take money out is that you don't have to pay it back. Very, very key, guys, and your money is compounding and it's still growing, tax deferred, and it's distributed tax free. Now we're going into the interest rates. Okay. Now with LSW, we have about 5 different index strategies that we can use. But here at MRC FEG, out of all the index strategies, we commonly use only 2 of them. Okay, so remember, the third bucket on the opportunity meeting, part of the cash, whatever you put into a permanent plan, part of it is going to go to the cost of insurance, and the other part of it is going to go into the cash value. These strategies are going to represent on how much that cash value is going to accumulate. For instance, strategy 1 is an S&P 500 point-to-point cap focus. We change that, and we put a 50% participation in this strategy. So the cash value, 50% of that is going to be working and gaining interest based on how the S&P performs in strategy 1. And we're also going to put the other 50% of the cash going into strategy 3. Again, you want to know more about it, look to the left. Where you see these strategies, you're going to see the history of the interest rates, how they've been performing for the last 20 years with these products. And right now they're around 8%, 8.1%. That's a very good rate of return on your money. Obviously, if you already know the rule of 72, if you can gain an interest rate, an annual return of 7.2, your money is compounding and doubling every 10 years. Okay? With LSW, we have that 8.1, so our clients are getting some great returns on their money. Illustration input, optional reports. You're going to come across where it says sales presentation pages. IC Solutions will provide you with a supplemental sales presentation to help you make the sale. You can email this to your client. So if you have a client that's in a different city, you can email this, have them open up so you guys can go over this together while they're online and you're online. This is just going to explain exactly how this policy works. If they were diagnosed with terminal illness, how much money would they get? If they had a heart attack, stroke, or cancer at 45 or 50 or 60, how much money would they get per month? Okay, or what lump sum would they get? If they had critical, chronic, terminal illness, guys, this is very important, guys, because it's going to show your clients exactly how much money they will get if any one of these events do occur. And if we do not, and none of these events do occur, and your clients do not get sick, then it's going to show you exactly how much income your client will receive every single year until the age of 120. That's right. Yes, we're living longer. There's advances in science and medicine. We are living longer, guys, and so we don't want our consumers outliving their retirement or the retirement dollars. So with LSW, guys, we're able to put a supplemental retirement plan. They don't get sick. We can turn on the income rider at age 70, and they can have income for 120. Guys, that's 50 years of income. That's 50 years of income that they don't even have to worry about. Okay. Again, your 401ks, your IRAs, they're all going to run out within 6 to 8 years. Your Social Security may or may not be there. This policy is going to be here. Why? Because LSW has been around for over 100-something years, guys. They're not going anywhere. They've been doing this business for a long time. Your money is safe with LSW. Illustration input, output, of course, real simple. You're going to go down to the left-hand side, press Quick Calc. The computer now is going to do all the homework for you. It's going to run the numbers and give you the basic illustration for your client. If you press Run Illustration, this is going to give you the complete illustration. This is going to be around 30, 40 pages. So in the beginning, you could just run the Quick Calc, print it out for your clients, or if your client wants the full run illustration, you can always save that to a PDF and go ahead and email that to your clients so they have that on their computer, their desktop, so we're not printing out 40 pages, like Save a Tree, Go Green, okay? Go ahead and email that out to your clients. And again, guys, as you are an agent with MRC FEG, remember, you are appointed with LSW. If you don't want to do business with MRC FEG any longer, you can contact LSW directly for all the illustration needs. If you need help with illustrations, for future contracting, for applications, their customer service is, bar none, is the best out there in the industry, guys. So if you have any other questions about creating an illustration, give LSW a call, and a trained professional can guide you through the process. It's like having a mentor in your pocket, okay? The phone number at LSW, guys, is 800-732-8939. Once again, the 800 number is 800-732-8939. This is for licensed and appointed agents with LSW. You can contact them directly if the corporate office is busy, if your recruiter is busy on the field. You can get the answers that you need. Remember, these LSW's East Coast time, so make sure that you're making all your phone calls before 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you have any other questions, contact your corporate office. Run these illustrations a couple of different times. Spend a good day on running illustrations. This is you need practice, guys. We need practice. Every team needs to practice so they can win when they're out on the field, okay? Does not change. You need to spend as much time on running illustrations so you become an expert. Make sure you guys are on the webinars every Tuesday with Ron Petrinovich so you can step up your game on running these illustrations. We want to make you the best of the best here at MRC, and you are with the best company. We are powered by FEG. They're our IMO. They give us the best training, guys. So I want you guys, as a new agent, feel confident and comfortable that you guys are at the right place at the right time and starting your new career here in financial services. Again, any questions, contact our corporate office, the phone number on the bottom of the screen, or the recruiter that invited you. Until then, guys, we'll see you at the top. We'll see you again soon.